Hey guys, this is going to be a review on the Botanics and Lush skincare items that I picked up back in the beginning of September. So I've been using them for over a month now, so I can really give you a better, more true review rather than just kind of my first impression. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump straight into it. So the first things I'll go through are the Botanics stuff. So the first thing is the cleansing face wipes from the All Bright range. It says they cleanse and remove even waterproof makeup suitable for sensitive skin. So I've used all of these up and they were okay, they were nice, they didn't do anything bad to my skin, they didn't irritate it, they didn't break me out, they did remove my makeup, but they didn't do anything special. So I'm gonna continue my hunt for something a little bit more special in regards to makeup wipes. But they were nice, they did work nicely, and these were $3.49. So I've got a little guide up written here so I can remember all the prices because I can't remember them off the top of my head. So these were $3.49 for 25 wipes. So, you know, it's not too bad. It's kind of a little bit expensive. I think you can get cheaper ones at the drugstore, but they were okay. Moving on to the eye makeup remover, I got the Soothing Eye Makeup Remover from the All Bright range, and it says it removes even waterproof makeup for all skin types. This is the one where it has the two different sections with the oil and the other part. So these are nice. They did remove my eye makeup, but I found they took a little bit of extra work to remove all of my mascara. So it did remove it. It didn't irritate my eyes or anything like that. They were nice. They didn't sting my eyes at all or anything like that. But I just felt that for the extra work that involved to use this to remove my eye makeup, I got the same effect if I used this to remove my eye makeup. So rather than going out and buying an extra product and having an extra step to do, you could just use these for the same effect. So I will continue to use up because I don't like to waste product, but I won't be repurchasing this and I won't be repurchasing the face wipes. But this was $3.99. On to cream. So the night cream that I got was the Replenishing Night Cream from the Radiant Youth line, which is kind of the anti-aging line. This little tub is 50 mils and it costs $7.99, which is kind of expensive. By the way, I got all of my Botanics items whilst they were on offer. I think it was 3 for 2, which I believe is still going on at the moment. So if you are interested, it is a good idea to try and pick them up whilst they're on offer, just so you get a better deal, because they are kind of expensive, I think. So this is what the night cream looks like. It's kind of a thicker, richer, creamier consistency. And you can see how much I've used of it in sort of a month's time. I've used this obviously at night time, and I think I've done fairly well for using it every night. I don't think I've used it every single night, but most times, probably 95% of the time, I've used this as my night cream, and it is nice. It leaves my skin a little bit greasy, but not overly, which is, you know, it's night time, I'm going to bed, so it doesn't really matter to me anyway. Didn't break me out, didn't cause any irritation to my skin, but I found if I got it too close to my eye area and some got into my eyes, it did make my eyes water and sting a bit. So just be aware of that, keep it well away from your eye area if you do use this. So I probably won't be repurchasing this just because it didn't do anything amazingly fantastic for my skin, and for the price, I don't think I'll be rushing out to repurchase it. I think if it was less expensive, then I probably would, because it was a nice cream. It didn't break me out, it didn't do anything bad, and it left my skin nicely moisturised. But for the price, I probably wouldn't repurchase it. I'd rather try and find something a little bit more inexpensive that does the same thing. So that was the night cream, and then I also, for the night time, was using the Hydrating Eye Cream from the Radiant Youth line, because it's geared towards anti-aging. So I figured, you know, the little fine lines I've got around my eyes, this might be quite good. This little tube is 15 mils and it was $8.99, believe it or not, which I think is ridiculously expensive for a tiny little container like this. I know it will last ages because you only use a little bit at a time, but I think for something that you pick up at the drugstore, I just think this is too expensive for what it is. And you can probably pick up the same product for a lot less price. So this I was using at night time. I had a free sample that I got in a magazine of another eye cream that I use during the daytime, just because this one can sometimes be a little bit too rich for the daytime and just leave it just a little bit too greasy underneath my makeup. But for nighttime it was perfect, but like I said, for the price I probably wouldn't recommend it. I mean, if you're not on a budget, then this might be worth trying out. It didn't break me out, didn't do anything bad, didn't cause any irritations or anything, but at the same time it wasn't super amazing that I'm like, oh my god, you need to go get this. So that's my thoughts on that one. And then the last product I have from the Botanics range is the Mattifying Gel Cream Shine Away, which is the day cream. So this is really interesting. I have a bit more to say about this one. So first of all, I'll show you the consistency. It's really, really strange. I'm hoping I can show you without tipping it everywhere. It's a really strange kind of it's just a weird consistency. I guess it's quite gel-like, and whenever you kind of lay it flat, it just smooths itself out, rather than the night cream that I was using, where you can see where I've dug my fingers into it. This just kind of lays flat whenever you put it down. So it's just a strange consistency. It felt nice going on my skin. It didn't break me out, didn't cause any irritations or anything. It does mattify the skin. It's amazing for mattifying the skin, and for that reason alone, I do love this product. This was, let me double check, $4.99, so it's a lot cheaper than the night cream. And I would say if you don't need to use moisture, if you don't need to use makeup, then definitely look into this. If your skin is oily or combination oily, this is a really fantastic product, because I found it really did mattify my skin, and it kept it matte all day long. The problem with this is, for whatever reason, it does not sit well underneath makeup, and I don't know if I'm maybe using it wrong, if I'm using too much, or I don't really know what I'm doing wrong, if I am doing it wrong. I looked up reviews of other people had done on this to see if there was something, if other people had found the same thing, and I didn't find anybody else said the same thing about this. So maybe it is just me and I'm doing something wrong. If you know what I'm doing wrong, please let me know in the comments below. But I was applying this like I would a regular daytime moisturiser, just getting a bit on my fingers, smoothing it all over my face, and then I would leave it for a couple of minutes to set in, and then I would apply my tinted moisturiser over the top. And I've tried it with a foundation as well, and both times it just kind of made my foundation really patchy. And it was definitely this product. I wasn't using anything else other than this different, and I was using the same tinted moisturiser and foundation. I tried the foundation whilst I was using this the first time and thought, oh, maybe it was the foundation, so I tried it out without this underneath it, and it went on perfectly like it would normally. So it's definitely that cream, and it just, when I would put it on, when I put my foundation on after using that, it just kind of, you could see the patches where it just wouldn't blend in. It took a lot of work to blend in. I used my fingers, I used a stippling brush to apply my foundation, and just whatever I was using, you would see just the lines everywhere and patches of the foundation, and it took so much work to blend in that I was like, this is just not worth it. You know, I love the mattifying effect of this, but if my makeup is not going to sit right over the top of it, then it's just not working for me. So yeah, I really wanted to give this a really positive review and be able to recommend it to you guys, but maybe I am just doing something wrong, but I don't know what I could possibly be doing wrong. I used this the same way I use any other face cream, and I use my foundation the way I've always used it, and tried a couple of different ways of applying my foundation, and both times it went on patchy and streaky. And it's definitely down to this product, because I've stopped using this during the daytime, and I had another day cream that I was using, and my foundation went on fine after that. So I would say if you don't need to use kind of face makeup, if you don't wear foundation or tinted moisturiser or anything like that, then go ahead and use this. If you've got oily skin, it is amazing. It really does mattify your skin. And maybe if you really want to try it, since it is only $4.99 compared to how expensive the other creams were, and if you can get it on offer as well, then definitely maybe give it a try, and it might work for you. Because like I said, the other people's reviews that I saw, they didn't have that same problem, and they all raved about this and how great it was. So I don't know, I really wanted to love this product, and I do, but it just does not work with my foundation. So obviously, like I said before, I don't like wasting products, so I will use this up, and I'll just use it at night time instead, alongside my Radiant Youth night cream, and I'll kind of alternate them. But I won't be using that for my day cream, unfortunately. So now on to my facial cleanser, which is from Lush. I got the Herbalism Fresh Facial Cleanser. So that's what the product looks like, and that's how much of it I've used. So I've used probably about half of the container in about a month. So again, I haven't used it every single night, and I've probably used it about 95% of the time again. But I just use this at night time. I would love to be able to use it morning and night, because I think it's fantastic. But it's kind of hard to work with. You have to pinch a little bit out and get it into your hand, add the water, mix it up on your hand first before you can then kind of apply it, as opposed to just having a product with a pump and just pumping a bit out and being able to straight put it on your face and clean your skin. This one just takes a bit more work, and it takes a bit more work to get it off of your skin afterwards as well. So for that reason, I've just been using it at night time rather than in the morning, because I don't have the time. If you guys have the time in the morning to spend the extra bit of time using this product, then by all means go ahead. I think it's fantastic. Like I said, I picked this up back in September, and it says to use it by the beginning of December. So it's got quite a long shelf life on it compared to the fresh face mask that Lush do. But I'll just kind of go through it with you. So it says on the packet here, it's made with 100% natural ingredients. It'll help with spots, grease, and calm troubled skin. And I'll just quickly read you what they say on the website about the ingredients that they have in it. So it says it has ground almonds in this for lovely soft cleansing milk they provide when mixed with water and for their gentle exfoliating effect. And they also have rice bran in it for another exfoliating effect. There's also kaolin to absorb grease and give a deep clean, rose absolute and chamomile oil for their skin balancing effects, and chlorophyllin, which is the green pigment in grass, because it is incredibly beneficial and regenerating to the skin. So this, like I said, I've been using it at night, and when I first used this for the very first time, it says to use just a pinch, like a pea-sized amount, and you put it in your palm, add a little bit of water, mix it up, and then it should give you kind of like this milky paste to apply to your skin. So the first time I used it, I tried that out, and the consistency just didn't seem right. Parts of it were too watery, and other parts were really dry, and I put it on my skin and it just felt really strange, and I wasn't sure what I was doing wrong. So I actually tweeted about it and tagged Lush in the tweet, and they tweeted me back and said, well, how are you using it? So I told them, and they said, well, you are using it right, so perhaps just persist and maybe use a little bit more product, a little bit more water, and see how you get on. So the following night I did that. I took a little bit more of the product and added a bit more of the water and mixed it up, and it was perfect. It came to the correct, like, milky, pasty kind of consistency. So I'll show you how much I use at a time, roughly. It is kind of messy to like be digging your fingers around in the tub, but I figure, you know, I'm getting washed anyway, so that doesn't matter. So I use probably about, if you guys can see that, about that much. So you can see it's definitely larger than a pea size amount. It's like several peas, but yeah, that's about how much I use. And let me just clean that off my hands. So that's how much I use, and I literally just, I get that into the palm of my hand, and then I literally just duck my hand under. If I'm in the shower, I'll just duck it under the stream, or if I'm in the bath, I'll just dunk my hand into the bath, and that's the perfect amount of water. I've found you don't need a lot of water, so I then just use that water off my fingers to then just kind of mix it into a paste on my hand first, just kind of using this sort of motion to just kind of rub it in. And sometimes it's a little bit dry still as I'm just finishing mixing up the last of it, so I'll just add just the tiniest touch of more water to mix it in, and it forms this kind of like milky paste. It's definitely a paste, it's not very watery. And I just kind of use a little bit and rub it onto my skin, and avoid my eye area, obviously, because it's got exfoliating particles in it. And yeah, I just put it on my face. It feels really good. It smells very herbally, so if you're not a fan of like herbal scents, then I probably wouldn't recommend it, but it's not too overpowering. I don't mind it that much, so that's fine with me, and it's amazing. So I apply it to my skin, and then I rinse it all off, and it does take a little bit of extra work to rinse it off, but it just leaves my skin so soft. It kind of leaves almost like a waxy kind of feel on your skin, which I know sounds strange, and it kind of, when you're kind of washing it off, it feels like you still need to keep washing your skin, like you've still got product on there, but my skin is so smooth afterwards, and it feels really clean, and it hasn't broken me out at all. I haven't had any adverse side effects. It doesn't irritate my skin or anything like that. It's really good. It cleans my skin. It feels really nice afterwards. Like I said, really smooth and soft. It has the almond kernels in it, so it exfoliates, and the rice bran as well for the exfoliating effect, so it kind of exfoliates away my dead skin cells and anything like that, any dry patches that I might have. It's just amazing, and I love it so much. This tub is, let me see, what size is it? It's a 100-gram tub, and it was $6.25, I think. Yeah, $6.25. So And like I said, I've used about half of it in a month, so this will last me 2 months for $6.25, especially from Lush. I think that's a fantastic deal, and you know, it's all 100% natural ingredients, it's made from really good stuff, and I really love this product. So that's my review of the skincare items I picked up back in September. I would definitely repurchase the Lush Herbalism. I might even check out some different facial cleansers that they do, just to kind of see what other effect or what other properties those ones have and how they work on my skin. But this one I'm for sure in love with, and would definitely recommend it and pick it up again at some point once I run out of it. And yeah, as for the Botanics ones, I wasn't overly impressed with them. I'm glad that I got them on offer, and like I said, I will use up the products that I have got, but I'm not overly fond of them. I don't think they're particularly amazing in any respect. They're okay, they didn't break me out, they didn't do anything bad. The day creams and the eye cream do moisturise my skin nicely, but like I said, the day cream I really can't use during the day because it just does not set right on my skin underneath my foundation. And the eye makeup remover I just don't think really does anything special, and you do have to kind of rub at your eye area a bit to remove all of your mascara, which you can kind of just do with a face wipe if you needed to. So yeah, not overly fond of all of those products, but definitely the Lush Herbalism I'm in love with. Definitely recommend that one. So if you guys have tried any of these products, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and particularly if you know how I can work this Shine Away mattifying gel cream, because I would love to be able to use this during the daytime and have it sit right underneath my foundation, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm sure I must be doing something wrong, because anybody else that I've seen review it haven't had the same issues that I have. So if you know what I'm doing wrong or how I can use this product so it actually works for me and I can wear foundation over the top of it, let me know in the comments below. But that was my little review. If you want to know anything more, I think I've covered everything, but if there's anything specific that you want to know about any of this stuff, then let me know in the comments below and I will be sure to answer them. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!